जय माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी माधव कुंज विहारी गोपी जना गोपी जना यशोदा नंदना जग यशोदा नंदना गज जना रंजना यमुना तीरा यमुना तीरा कुंज गोपी जना वल्लभ श्री वरदारी गोपी जना वल्लभ श्री वरदारी गोपी जना यशोदा नंदना गज यशोदा नंदना गज यमुना तीरा यमुना तीरा जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राज गच्छारि स्तोत्र श्री His Divine Grace Bhajanaravindra Bhakti Vedanta Swami Shri Prabhupada की वेद कौर भक्त वृंद की तराज श्रीमद् भागवत महापुराण की Nitai Gaur Premanande. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. All glories to assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. So this is a very beautiful section, very famous section. On Fridays we will study Bhagavad Gita. Saturdays Srimad Bhagavatam. Sundays we will study Chaitanya. If we gather. I couldn't come yesterday. I was in Bombay. So if I'm here, we'll do like that. Again, tomorrow Chaitanya Charitamrita will not happen because we'll be attending one in the temple. But surely we'll do this. We used to do this very regularly. So we had seen till verse number 38. This is the 8th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter number 2. The title of the chapter is Withdrawal. Two. Two only. The elephant Gajendra's crisis. And till now we have seen till verse number, Haribol, how many? 29. Yeah. 8 to 29. We'll follow our regular style of Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Try to recite, it's very difficult Sanskrit, but if possible, you can recite behind. नियुध्यतो रे वत नियुध्यतो रे वमिभेन्द्र नक्रयो विकर्षतोरन्तरतो बहिर्मिथः समाः सहसं व्यगमन् महीपते सप्राणयोषे चित्र ममं सतामरः. Word to word meaning. Niyudyatoha, fighting. Evam, in this way. Ibha Indra, of the elephant. Nakrayaha, and the crocodile. Vikarshataha, pulling. Anantarataha, in the water. Bahihi, outside the water. Mithaha, one another. Samaha, yes. Sahasram, 1000. Vyagaman, अरे वाह, बोलो व्यगमन, past. Mahirate, O king. Sa Pranayaha, both alive. Prana, sorry. Sa Prana. Chitram, wonderful. Amam Shata, considered. Amaraha, the demigods. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O king, the elephant and the crocodile fought in this way, pulling one another in and out of the water for 1000 years. Upon seeing the fight, the demigods were very Christ. So we had done a small discussion on this. We will decide this 31, 30th also. This is a very important verse. This is the verse for by hearting also. ततो गजेन्द्रस्य मनोबलोजसा कालेन दीर्घेन महानुभृत्यया विकृष्यमाणस्य जले वसीदतो विपर्ययो भूत सकलं जलौकसः. You'd like to recite the verse over? No, we'll do directly the. Okay, we'll do the verse. Tataha, thereafter. Gaja Indrasya, of the king of the elephants. Manaha, of the strength of enthusiasm. Bala, Bala, the physical strength. Ojasam, and the strength of the senses. Kalena, because of the years of fighting. Dirghena, prolonged. Mahan, great. Abhuta, became. Vyayaha, the expenditure. Vyakrashamanasya, who was being pulled by the crocodile. Jale, into the water, a foreign place. Avasidataha, reduced. Mental, physical, and sensory strength. Viparyayaha, opposite. Abhuta, became. Sakalam, all of them. Jalaokasaha, the crocodile, whose home is the water. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. Thereafter, because of being pulled in the water and fighting for many long years, the elephant became diminished in his mental, physical, and sensual strength. The crocodile, on the contrary, being an animal of the water, increased in enthusiasm, physical strength, and sensual power. Purport. In the fighting between the elephant and the crocodile, the difference was that although the elephant was extremely powerful, he was in the foreign place, in the water. During 1000 years of fighting, he could not get any food, and under the circumstances, his bodily strength diminished, and because his bodily strength diminished, his mind also became weak and his senses less powerful. The crocodile, however, being an animal of the water, had no difficulties. He was getting food and was therefore getting mental strength and the sensual encouragement. Thus, while the elephant became reduced in the strength, the crocodile became more and more powerful. Now, from this, we may take the lesson that in our fight with the Maya, we should not be in the position in which our strength, enthusiasm, and the senses will be unable to fight vigorously. Our Krishna consciousness movement has actually declared war against the illusory energy, in which all the living entities are rotting in a false understanding of civilization. The soldiers in this Krishna consciousness movement must always possess physical strength, enthusiasm, and sensual power to keep themselves fit They must therefore place themselves in a normal condition of life. What constitutes a normal condition will not be the same for everyone, and therefore there are divisions of Varnashrama, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, and Sannyas. Especially in this age, Kali Yuga, it is advised that no one takes sannyas. Ashwamedham Gavalambam Sannyasam Palapaitrikam Devavrena Tatopattim Kalo Pancha Vivarjayet. From this, we can understand that in this age, the sannyas ashram is forbidden because people are not strong. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu showed us an example in taking sannyas at the age of 24 years. But even Sarvam Bhattacharya advised Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to be extremely careful because he had taken sannyas at an early age. For preaching, we give young boys sannyas, but actually it is being experienced that they are not fit for the sannyas. There is no harm, however, if one thinks that he is unfit for sannyas, if he is very much agitated sexually. He should go to the ashram where sex is allowed, namely the Grihastha ashram. That one has been found to be very weak in our place does not mean he should stop fighting the crocodile of Maya. One should take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, and we shall see Gajendra do. And at the same time, one can be Grihastha if he is satisfied with sexual indulgence. There is no need to give up the fight. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore recommended Sthani Stita Shruti Tanumam Manobhir. One may stay in whichever ashram is suitable for him. It is not essential that one take sannyas. If one is sexually agitated, he can enter the Grihastha ashram. But one must continue fighting. For one who is not in the transcendental position, to take sannyas artificially is not a very great credit. If sannyas is not suitable, one may enter the Grihastha ashram and fight Maya with great strength. But one should not give up the fighting and go away. I hope you could gather the essence of this purport Srila Prabhupada has written. So it's a very special purport, of course. Not I'm just waiting for this purport, very good purport. We'll do a small prayer and we'll do some discussion. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्तस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे राम राम So many things we want to discuss in this purport, but we'll finish as much as possible in the given time. So this the pastimes which come in Shrimad but before that I would like to express my very special thanks to all of you. Although you may have so many challenges in your professional student life and so many things to do, so many pressures, still you opted for staying here, performing spiritual activities, performing sadhana, remaining Krishna conscious atmosphere. So it is a very tough task in the modern time. Every bit of the time in the modern time, people want to use it for converting into money. They say also time is money, like that. So, in that whole such a discouraging environment, all of you are very fortunate. You just chose to be here. So I must surely be grateful to all of you. So thank you. Please continue. Prabhupada writes in the last line of this purport, very special. He says, whatever it is there, one should not stop fighting and yes. It is difficult. It is difficult. What we do is difficult. What we propose is difficult. That's why you don't find people here. If you see the satsang of the people, other people, thousands of people are sitting, clapping hands, and like that. But then as the satsang is over, nothing to do. Go back, start a TV, start your normal life. That kind of preaching is very easy. But if you make the people commit for something, they have some rules and regulations to follow in the life. Many things are removed from the life. Many regulations are added into life. Such kind of strict, honest, bona fide spiritual practice requires a lot of strength, and which hardly people have in this world. In Kali Yuga is even more less. Prabhupada writes it. So when Prabhupada was asked one time, there are so many people in so many organizations, so many crowd is there. You are just some few followers with you. Then Prabhupada replied with one example. What example he gave? Diamond. Yes, he gave the diamond shop. He said, you go to Bhaji market, chow, 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 thousands of people will be there. Right? If you go to the PNG and Banka Jewelers, how many people will be there? Hardly. All the time they are sitting only. I recently went for my mother wanted to make the ornaments for my brother's children. So I went there. Nobody practically. It's such a huge shop with so many lights, so many decorations, hundreds of thousands of jewelry. And we were there too. My mother, other 4 5 people were there. और staff ही इतना बड़ा था उनका. Like that. In a diamond shop, you will not find many people. If you sell batata, 1,000 people will come. If you sell gold, very few people will come. And that's reality also. If you ask something to do, then immediately people will run away. So anyway, this point is very clear. So here, this pastime is all the pastimes which are narrated in Srimad Bhagavatam. They are relevant to our lives. They are not like some fiction stories which we can just see and then clap the hands and give the rating, like it, and run away. No, they are not for that. Right? Most of the films are made for appreciate appreciation of the people. But what happens in the film doesn't happen in the normal life. And what happens in the normal life doesn't happen in the film. In the film, all kinds of miracles keep on happening, which never happen in our life. We are waiting for the miracle. आज होगा कल होगा. It's बाल पक जाता है वो miracle आता ही नहीं है. This remains like that. So the miracle happen in the film. But the narrations in Srimad Bhagavatam are directly related to the lives of the people. So, but that doesn't mean that they are the imaginary ones. If you have to instruct somebody, then you make an imaginary story and instruct somebody. So the combination Bhagavatam is a very special combination. It's a history, a real history. This is not fiction history. This is real history. One thing is real history. Another one is it is relevant to our lives. They say that history keeps repeating, and then intelligent people are the one who can learn it. But rest other people will just keep on repeating that same history again and again. So this Bhagavatam narrates the history to make the people understand. And this is one additional factor of this is that these narrations have the relation with the life first. Second one, they are realities, they are not fictions. And the third one is They are storyline and symbolic presentation, both. In the sense that if there is a story, then it can be a normal story. But symbolic presentations of the stories means that every single aspect in that story represents something in our life. That is called as symbolic presentation, right? Symbolic presentation means, hmm, Prabhupada gives an example, famous example in Mahabharata, that five Pandavas are considered as five horses, and Krishna is considered as the horse driver, which controls these five horses and takes the cart to a particular destination, right? Like that. And then when they are describing this symbolically, that Krishna is a driver, Pandavas are horses, something like that. And they said Bhagavatam doesn't, sorry, Mahabharata doesn't exist. The symbolic representation only is the one. There's nothing to relate that story has happened. But Bhagavatam doesn't play with the emotions of the people. You speak something and tell something and present something as a golmal nahi karta. It's a very clear. Symbolic means it's really symbolic. And here the symbolic means Gajendra is we, represented by us. In the Ramayana, we get another example of symbolic and then we'll come back to it. In Ramayana, when Mother Sita is asking the golden deer to Lord Ram, Lord Ram says, okay, I'll try my best to bring it. And then Lakshman becomes wild. We have created the creation. Creation is ours. Myself and Lord Ram create this creation. We have not created this golden deer. We know everything. It doesn't exist. Right? Chupchap beto. This is not deer, it's a maya. It's a demon. It's not deer, it's a demon. Mother Sita says, whatever it is, I want I want that deer, demon deer, whatever you call it, I want that golden deer. Lord Ram says, yes, okay. So here the deer is considered as an illusion from the side of Maya. Sita is representing the Jiva who wants to keep on watching. Hey, chahiye, wo chahiye. भयंकर रहता है वो भी चाहिए उसको. Again, the Lord Ram is representing the Lord. वो बेचारे इच्छा पूरी करते रहते. क्या चाहिए तुमको? दारू चाहिए, ठीक. वेस्टर्न चाहिए, ठीक. ईस्टर्न चाहिए, ठीक. गांजा चाहिए, वो भी सब. गांजे से हो नहीं रहा है, उसके ऊपर वाला मैरिजुना, एलएसडी, पता नहीं क्या क्या, जो कितने हाई लेवल का चाहिए बताओ, मैं तुमको प्रोड्यूस करके दे देता हूँ. दिस इज लॉर्ड राम. बोलो तुमको क्या चाहिए, मेरी सेवा चाहिए, वो भी अवेलेबल है, वो भी अवेलेबल, ये भी अवेलेबल, जो चाहिए मांगो मैं देता हूँ. मगर लक्ष्मण जी रिप्रेजेंट द गुरु. गुरु डजंट टच. गुरु को बोलो गांजे चाहिए, लाफा मारेगा, चुप बैठ. Right, Harinam Pio. So he will be presenting, he will not entertain the unwanted desires of the living entities. He will keep him on the track of the Lord. नहीं ये नहीं करना चाहिए, ये करना चाहिए, नहीं करना चाहिए. So Lakshman ji, as he is playing the role of a guru, Sita is playing the role of a conditioned soul who keeps on desiring unwanted all things in the world. And the deer is represented, it's symbolic. It's a reality, it's a story, it's a life lesson reflected in the storyline. Simultaneously, it is symbolic. It's representing some or the other entities which play the role in our lives. So this is symbolic presentation. And Lakshmanji is playing the role of a guru, and Lord Ram is playing the role of magnanimous Lord, who keeps on fulfilling the desire of living entities, whether right or wrong. So here also, this is very symbolic. Although Gajendra is there, crocodile is there, story is there, reality is there. This is everything reality, but it is symbolic also. Symbolic, Gajendra is represented by us. We are Gajendras in this. And this huge ocean of material existence is like that kind of lake where the crocodile is well present. No, not one crocodile, there are many crocodiles. One crocodile called Gajendra. It's not that one crocodile was there. The lake was filled with unlimited crocodiles. And one of that crocodile. So crocodile is Maya. We are Gajendras. And the Lord is the savior. Everywhere the Lord role will not change. This remains the same. We keep on changing. The Gajendras keep on changing and the crocodile keep on changing. The rest everything remains the same. So here Prabhupada is writing, fighting, fighting, fighting. What fighting? We are also fighting. In the ocean of this material world, we are also fighting. We are fighting against Maya, who is crocodile, who has caught us. She has caught us with so many unwanted desires. She has caught us. And we are struggling. This struggling phase, this struggling emotion is there in every single scriptures. You see that Bhagavad Gita, where it comes that the living entity is struggling with the Maya. Hmm? There also it comes. Devi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Duratteya. You can't just conquer only. Just like Gajendra is fighting 1000 years. कितना टाइम हो गया? 1000 साल फाइटिंग किया. अभी लोग ऐसे पढ़ते तो लगता है फिक्शन फिक्शन कर देते हैं. उनको लगता है 1000 साल कोई जी ही नहीं सकता है. वो अपना स्केल लेके जाते हैं, गड़बड़ कर देते हैं. Right? 1000. You can't stay. Why do you? Because you. How many years the elephant lives? Huh? How many years the tortoise live? 300 400 years. इधर का आदमी 304. अभी इसको बोलेगा, इतने लोगों को तो पता भी नहीं होगा कि टॉर्टाइज 304 वो तो हरे कृष्णा के डिवोटीज को ही पता होता है, क्योंकि बार बार लेक्चर में आते रहता है. बहुत हर एक जीव का जीवन अलग अलग रहता है. जबरदस्ती नहीं कि मेरे को 60 साल मिला तो सारी दुनिया को 60 साल ही होता है. बच्चा सवेरे जन्म लेता है, रात को मर जाता है, फिर क्या करोगे? So this is the reality. He fought for 1000 years. That means his life must be much more than that only. पूरा लाइफ की जिंदगी भर तो फाइटिंग नहीं किया उसने. So the life of different people on different planets, different era is different. So he fought. In the similar fashion, we are also fighting. And Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Manashashthani Indriyani Kritisthani Karshati. Karshati is fighting. We are fighting with the mind. Right? Mind demands so many things. अरे यार ये सब नहीं चाहिए. मन जब करने के टाइम पे देखो आप कितना फाइट करते चलता रहता है. जॉब छोड़ के बाकी सब चीजें याद आता है आपको. तब हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र याद. इज फाइटिंग. नहीं चैंटिंग हरे कृष्णा इज अ फाइटिंग. छोटी वोटी जब करते ऐसा 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 करते, लोगों को लगता है कि उतना परेशान क्या हो रहा है. इज फाइटिंग बिकॉज इज डूइंग लाइक दैट. यू आर नॉट फाइटिंग. There is a famous understanding of the people come and we teach you controlling the mind. And in modern time, people consider controlling the mind. I am controlling the mind fully. My mind is in my control. I don't need the mind control. But the illusion is so heavy that he is not controlling the mind. The mind is fully controlling him. His existence is not there, and whatever mind says, he executes it without much argument. That's why he's considered I am controlling the mind. It's not like that. It's the mind controlling. The day you will oppose the mind, that you will understand that mind is controlling us. Whatever demands the mind is proposing, if I am fulfilling all those desires without any fighting, दारू पीना है दारू पियो, रात में घूमना है रात को, वड़ा पाव खाने के लिए रेलवे स्टेशन जाते लोग 1 बजे 2 बजे. So if he's so obedient to the mind, where is the struggle? I will understand that I am fighting with the mind the day I oppose the mind. If I am not opposing the mind, where is the question of fighting with the mind? And feel that mind is I am controlling the mind. It's not like that. It's opposite. But the mind is so heavy control that I don't have any option. Whatever mind proposes, I have to execute. This is the side of. He's a devotee. Is like Gajendra. He is not liberated till now. He's under the grip of the mind. The mind says something, and you have to say, "No, I can't do this." Then you can consider, "Oh my God, mind is fighting with me really." Like that. Till the time there is no opposition, we will not be able to understand exactly whether I am fighting with the mind or not fighting with the mind. If I am honestly obeying the mind for every single demands which come from the mind, then I am not controlling the mind. The mind is controlling me. Right? People consider I control the mobile. Mobile is the modern time. Actually, the system is the mobile is controlling the people. They are not controlling the mobile. 5 मिनट भी बेचारा काम नहीं करता तो परेशान हो जाता है. ऐसे लगता है उसको बहुत शरीर से आत्मा बाहर निकलने वाली है अभी उसको. Death has come, right? These studies have been published again and again in newspapers from last 4 or 5 years, that the addiction is so heavy that even 5 minutes internet doesn't work. If the charging of the mobile is finishing somehow or the other, they become agitated like anything. It's like somebody is taking the drug and not getting the drug. You'll find them. What happens to them? It's very difficult to imagine also something like that happen. They get agitated. They can't stay stable. So now people may consider I am controlling no one. It's not like that. The mobile is controlling us. So here also the we are like Gajendra, and the crocodile is like that of a Maya, is trying to pull us toward the wrong direction, proposing so many things. That's why you find our scriptures saying that in Kali Yuga it's even more difficult to practice Krishna consciousness, even more difficult. Because in the previous ages, the desires in the heart were there. Even Sita Mai can have the desire, something which is not related to Lord Ram. हमारा क्या है? Right? She can have this kind of. So the desires were there in the mind of the people from ages together. The pride, the greed, the envy, the lust, all these things were there in the heart of the people. But problem is in the modern age, they are even more difficult to control because everywhere there is agitation around, unnecessary agitation around, which is not required. In particular circumstances, particular type of desires are grown, fulfilled like that. If we go in the nightclub where the girls are dancing, you can't control the lust there. If somebody lust is not it's not there some in somebody's life is not like that. There is nobody who is not having any lust in his heart. It's not like that. But now it is in its dormant phase in the heart. Whatever is going around, based upon that, our internal desires keep on popping up. If you are in the temple, everybody is chanting, everybody is dancing, everybody is praying to Krishna, everybody is taking darshan, everybody is offering obeisances, everybody is interested in chanting, everybody is interested in performing spiritual activities. If we stay in that, our desires for doing that will get enhanced. And if we put ourselves in a wrong place in the form of clubs and all, I'm not saying you will go to the club, but these boys or these people who come from various places to the metropolis cities, and then they go somewhere. Dormant desire is there, you put a petrol on it now and put a kadi. क्या होगा? Boom, boom, करके. Now these boys, these people are learning so many things unnecessary. We are not saying we are pure enough. We have all the anarthas in our heart. It's not like that. But don't agitate unnecessarily putting the billboard, putting this, putting that, putting advertisement, right? What's the use of doing this advertisement? What's the use of putting the advertisement of condoms? It's useless, unnecessary. People already will do whatever they want to do, and they will find out the ways and means to do. You don't have to tell them, yeah, ye karo, ye karo. This is not required. If at all you want to advertise Bhagavad Gita. You will be your mind will be controlled, your lust will be controlled, your envy will be controlled, your health will be improved. Instead of doing this kind of advertisement, you do exactly opposite advertisement. Owner's pride, neighbor's envy. Why are you agitating unnecessarily? It will not remain only to TV. When you put a slogan like this, that owner's pride and neighbor's envy. You put a slogan like this, every neighbor will keep on watching. This is not limited to TV. Now I'll watch shoes, I'll watch dress, I'll watch a door, I'll watch interior, I'll watch a car, scooty, TV, and the wife, and children, everything. So many neighbors have the affair with the neighbor's wife. Why? Because he thinks his wife is more better than my wife. Something like that. For every single thing, this will manifest now. If you put the slogan like this, owner's pride and neighbor's envy. A neighbor is, or anyway, a neighbor is envious. whether you put the slogan or not put the slogan, but not putting the slogan everywhere, how you agitate that envy more and more in the heart. So, if we to walk on the path of dharma is difficult in this world, in this material world. It is even more difficult in Kali Yuga because it is so much of unwanted agitation. There is no need. Prabhupada writes in Srimad Bhagavatam, even an old man who has not seen any technical education of reproduction, he also produces so many children. He has not seen. अभी लोगों को लगता है आपको बताना पड़ेगा रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम कैसे होती है, मेल का रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम कैसे होती है, फीमेल की रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम कैसे होती है. अरे भैया किसी को कुत्ते को पता है रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम? हर साल 10-12 बच्चे पैदा हो जाते हैं. प्रभुपाद बोलते हैं अंधा आदमी हो तो कभी उसने पोर्नोग्राफी नहीं देखी, कुछ नहीं देखा, कुछ भी नहीं देखा, उसको भी वो भी आपने बच्चे प्रोड्यूस कर दे, उसको क्या पता है कि नहीं. So you are unnecessarily agitating. Everybody is dog, cat, everybody is producing children. Why human will not produce children? He will produce without any education. Unnecessary education. They say that we want to educate them. If you see the biology of 11th standard, 12th standard, वो बेचारे को अभी तक कुछ समझा भी नहीं और वो अपने रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम स्टडी करते हैं. फालतू एजुकेशन. और फिर उसका क्यूरियोसिटी बढ़ता है, ये कैसे वो कैसे वो कैसे. अरे भैया उसको मृदंग बजाने को सिखाओ, जरा जप करने के लिए सिखाओ, भगवान की पूजा करने के भोगा ऑफर करने के लिए. फालतू में काम का चीज कुछ नहीं सिखा, रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम सिखा रहे. प्रभुपाद बोलते कुत्ते को क्या प्रोड्यूस करता है रिप्रोडक्टिव सिस्टम पता है उसको कुछ पता नहीं उसको. It's producing, right? So it's a very simple understanding of this. There is, because of this unnecessary agitation, the fight becomes even more difficult. It is this place. Sometimes people have hesitation whether to stay in these places, not stay in these places, where we create the voices, the bases, where some rules and some regulations and so many restrictions. But if somebody is interested in his benefit, ultimate benefit, not this ordinary benefits, इधर रहने से आपका पगार बढ़ेगा कि नहीं मैं गारंटी नहीं दे सकता. I can't give the guarantee the promotion will happen, placement will happen, appraisal will happen. That we can't give guarantee. But one thing is for sure, which Krishna again and again gives assurance in Bhagavad Gita. So many times Krishna told Arjuna, please don't take the doubt on this. Yati nas tatra samshaya. संशय मत करो, मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ सच बोल रहा हूँ, संशय मत करो. आप सुपरमार्केट में जाओगे ना, आपको संशय करना पड़ता है. लिखा होगा तो भी कंटिन्यू उसके बाद पता नहीं इसका मतलब क्या होता है, उसका मतलब क्या होता है, लिखते कुछ तो करते कुछ तो डालते कुछ तो. देयर इज ऑलवेज संशय एवरीवेयर. ये जो कॉलेज ऑल्सो विल हैव संशय. पता नहीं मेरे को तो एडमिशन तो ले लिया मगर पता नहीं ये लोग जॉब देंगे कि नहीं देंगे. देयर इज अ संशय बिकॉज एवरीबडी एवरीथिंग इज डाउटफुल. तो कृष्णा हैज टू स्पीक इन भगवद गीता. अरे बाबा प्लीज डोंट टेक डाउट, आई एम ट्रू एंड व्हाट आई एम स्पीकिंग इज राइट. So that when we stay, somehow the other, this verse is connected to this one. If we stay in an atmosphere where certain type of, every single atmosphere facilitates, fertilizes certain type of desires. So the spiritual atmosphere also fertilizes that kind of desires. If we remain in these spiritually vibrant places, Prabhupada writes it, to choose the right place and fight from there. Fighting outside, fighting here also. Fighting is here also, fighting is outside also. But the fighting outside will be very difficult because the flow of the current of opposition is huge. At least you have a dam here. It's reducing the space of that flow. We are not fanatic. We are usually किसी को भी बोलते हैं अरे आके रहो, इधर ही रहो, इधर मत, इधर से आगे और कहीं मत रहो. It looks fanaticism, but there is a science behind it. Here the fight is very less. It is very small, very reduced. Outside fight is we choose a wrong place to fight. Gajendra had chosen a wrong place to fight, or rather, he was there where it was a wrong place. He forced somebody, has forced the circumstances, forced him to fight in the place which was the wrong place. So fight will be there. Krishna has told in Bhagavad Gita all the faculties of the body, including the mind, has to be engaged in the right direction. It cannot be stopped at all. This is a wrong concept of stopping. If we are in material world, if we have been impelled by the material world, then all the faculties will be used in the wrong fashion. If we are in the spiritual field, we will be struggling to engage them in the right fashion. And if this is how if we do, then we will be successful. At one point of time, Krishna gives this. What will happen for prolonged period of time if somebody engages his faculties, mind, senses, his abilities, his speech, everything in the service of Krishna in a divine way, right way. In certain period of time, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years, 40 years, you'll be immune to this bombardment of the wrong direction. It will take some time. In one day it will not happen. 2 days it will not happen. In 1 year it will not happen. Or in prolonged period of time, if somebody is kept in this such a certain environment, then he will develop a spiritual strength. This is called strength. To fight requires a strength. So if such kind of atmosphere will stay and continue for good amount of time, and then in due course of time will be able to help. Tomorrow the new people will come and tell you, my girlfriend was there, she did like this to me, she ditched me. So many girlfriend stories have been told to me, right? And 5 लोगों का तो लपड़े भी छुड़ाया मैंने. Right? Heavy problems practically. So Gajendra story is related to our life. The crocodile will not automatically leave us. They have to struggle and come out of successfully. It will not leave us. Maya is meant to test the living entity. She is doing her job. आपका सिक्योरिटी आपको अड़ाता है कि नहीं? घर मालिक हो कुछ भी हो वो बोलता है अभी आप एयरपोर्ट पे जाओगे तो कोई बिजनेसमैन हो करोड़पति हो उसका भी बैग चेक होता है वो क्या कर रहा है कि नहीं? वो करना है वो सिक्योरिटी सिस्टम है उसका काम है वो करना पड़ता है आप उसके साथ आर्ग्यू नहीं कर सकते. आर्ग्यू करने से क्या होता है हमको पता है हमारा ही नुकसान होने वाला इसलिए चुपचाप. So Maya is doing her job. You should not say what she is doing is wrong. She is doing her job. Our job is to keep ourselves safe and choose a proper place for fighting. These are the proper places for fighting. So there are many aspects which we would like to describe to you, but we'll describe it to you in the next presentation. This is one of the famous verses of Gajendra Moksha. For today we can end here. Hare Krishna. Varadraj Bhagavatam ki. Yeah, we'll take questions, no problem. बताओ.
One thing is choosing the right place, and another thing is where we are enhancing our strength as well.
Yes.
So choosing the right place is fine. How can we enhance our strength as well?
Choosing the right place is the you are just like something like going to a gym and doing the exercise. So just visiting the gym is fine. I went around the gym and did pradakshina to the mill. So what is that? Miller क्या होता है वो? Treadmill. To do 4 5 pradakshina and come back, offer your obeisance and come back from the gym. So you have chose the right place to do the exercise, but unfortunately,
You haven't taken that.
not to climb the treadmill only. So the both are essential. After choosing the right place, only thing is that the struggle becomes easy. You will not climb the treadmill in your home. You lie down on the treadmill in the home because it's a good place. But huh? Doing it becomes easy in the right places. It's like that. It's anyway difficult. Exercise is difficult anyway. Everybody knows it, right? You start for 5 days, 7वें दिन पे जाए आज छुट्टी देता हूँ और वो छुट्टी मेरे को लास्ट टाइम वो आदमी बोल रहा था योगा करने वाला बोले वो एक दिन का छुट्टी 2 महीने का बनता है 2 महीने के बाद लगता है अरे यार फिर से बैक पेन आ गया चलो हो जाता है so exercise is anyway difficult whether it's home or it's a gym it's difficult only but the only thing is that it doesn't mean that you visit the gym that doesn't mean you have got the muscular body no you have to do something also there. So choosing the right place is surely right, but apart from that, there is good amount of struggle there also. But the only thing is the struggle becomes easy, simple, inspired, and right place. Of course, this was not advertisement of our voice for sure. It was this is the crux of this life. If we stay with devotees, if we stay with the places where devotional service is highlighted, our orientation towards life, our goals, perspectives, aims, objectives of life will keep on highlighted in the right direction. Otherwise, outside, the crocodile is waiting with this. Within within no time will be swacked within within seconds finished. ठीक है. Okay, let's have Prasadam. Hare Krishna. 9:30 on Saturday morning we will start our program. And 10:30 we will free you. Okay? Hare Krishna.